What's up, family? In today's video, we'll be looking at creepy and strange TikToks that will make you question reality. There's like all type of stuff I feel like coming into our atmosphere.
So we're out here right now imaging the blood moon. This is what my Sony's getting, and the origin is right here, and Noah Diamond has the live view.
What?
That is
That's
insane.
crazy.
That's the origin right now.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Y'all might need to upgrade my telescope.
I don't have an iPhone. I can't go.
You see that shit when
I got it following. When I told you, it looked like a damn fireworks.
Yeah.
Helicopter just following
Yeah,
it.
tell me the helicopter's not following it. And it went far faster.
Who is actually faring better academically in this country today? Is it public school kids or homeschool kids?
I would have to say homeschool kids.
There's going to be the children that do well in public school, right?
Sure.
There's going to be the personalities that thrive in that situation. Those kids probably test really well and they probably do really well. But the majority of children, I would say, do not thrive in that situation. And if they're able to get a learning style that works for them, I'm sure they are testing way higher and doing things way better.
There are families that they need to send their children to school because they need to work, and the school system is just failing their children. I just wish that the system could repair itself a little quicker or like be a little better, because it could be great.
You know, I don't think the system's going to get any better because we don't have anyone going into the system who wants to fix those things, right? We have a lot of teachers who are taking on these teaching jobs just for the money, just because we had a whole generation of people who were told that you have to go to college to get a good job. So a lot of people went to college and they wanted a good job. So they decided to be a teacher, not because they wanted to be a teacher, but because they wanted a decent paying job. And I think that's where we stand right now, because school wasn't always this bad. You know, I mean, granted, the stuff they teach in school, I don't 100% agree with, but it is better than not teaching anything, I guess. So what do you guys think? Homeschool, public school? 1727. Is something going to happen on these days? What's going on with 17 and 27? Or am I lost? What is this anyway? Look like something for a movie or a show. Always in plain sight when you realize this is symbolism for reptilians underground eating pizza. Yo, they trying to tell us something. So this is in California, January 4th. Now that's trippy. What is that? Imagine the pilots out here that just see it all the time. This is the dark web? Yo. I don't think I've ever actually been on the dark web. Anybody been on the dark web? It's probably some crazy stuff there.
Oh, what happened?
It's on fire.
Another plane? This one's on fire and you gotta go stand on the wing? Bro, that's crazy. I'd have jumped off. That's crazy. Anyone know what this huge line shadow is? I'm guessing a trail above you, even higher. Blocking the sun. Them trails go way up there, don't they? That's a big old shadow too. I mean, it don't look that big from up here, I guess, but it's a pretty big shadow. Any guesses what it might be? Paradise, maybe?
Sometimes the best place to hide is right in plain sight. This is Gigi Bryant, and this is her dad, Kobe Bryant, and they supposedly died back in 2020 in a helicopter crash. And coincidentally, the giveaway at Kobe's last ever home game just happened to be him as a helicopter.
Yo. I never seen that little figure before of him as a helicopter.
And also, coincidentally, a Cartoon Network episode of this show depicted Kobe in a helicopter crash. Now I'm about to show you some other coincidences, and you can make up your own mind. Coincidences like how Gigi has been depicted as an angel more than anyone I have ever researched who supposedly lost their life. Her as an angel. And well, this is famous WNBA star Angel Reese. And when she held the NBA trophy, she couldn't help but say, "It reminds me of Kobe." And Angel just happens to be super close with Kobe's ex-teammate and someone he referred to as Big Brother, Shaq. So close that Angel affectionately refers to Shaq as Uncle Shaq. Kind of like Gigi used to refer to him as. Kobe's kids called him Uncle Shaq. Oh, and just in case you didn't know, Shaq's a 33-degree Freemason. Here he is with some of his brothers, and here he is wearing his Freemason ring. I wonder why they call it a secret society. Maybe it's because he keeps a good secret. I mean, so there's some circumstantial coincidences. It's not like there's physical coincidences like them having the exact same eyebrow.
Hey. I'm going to debunk the eyebrow one right now because, come on now. You know you ladies out here get your eyebrows done like twice every month, you know. So we don't really know what your actual eyebrows look like.
Or them having the exact same motivated Kobe game face and lining up symmetrically. Okay, so there's another coincidence that's physical. It's not like they have any similar markings or anything like that. Because if they did, there's some psychopath out there that would have spent hours and hours and hours combing through the internet and looking for pictures where one of them has low enough makeup on to see her actual skin complexion. And someone out there would have found exact markings. But even then, again, that's just a coincidence. I mean, identical twins don't even have the same markings, so it would just be a coincidence, like the rest of it. Okay, so fine. Her name is Angel, and Gigi is depicted as an angel over and over and over and over and over again. But for them to really be the same person, I mean, there would have to be a coincidence of them sounding alike, right?
Asia Wilson and Jackie Young. From the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, like, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. Finally, for you, what would it be like to one day be a WNBA player? I think it mean everything. Awesome. Just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the...
You know, one of these days, I really should start playing the lottery because I must be the luckiest human in the world to find all the coincidences that I do. I must just have a knack for finding coincidences. And if you want more detailed information on this where I'm not trying to sidestep the moderators, go subscribe, check out the full-length video. And of course, this is for entertainment purposes.
Yo, I gotta go check out the full-length video, guys, because I don't know about that one, man. Angel Reese being Gigi Bryant. Yo, that's a crazy claim, ain't it? All the Kobe fans out there gonna go crazy with that one.
Happy birthday to me. You done upgraded the Stang. What you know about the Cobra? You don't know nothing about... So now let me quit playing if I get my ass dealt with. That ain't my fucking goal.
So this is the world map according to Korea. In 1402, it says, do you notice anything? That it looked different.
Yeah.
In 1181.
Our guide told us how there used to be rubies, sapphires, and emeralds, rare, colorful gems laced with the holes of the temple walls, where at a certain time the sun would reflect into it and create beautiful colors of rays throughout the temple. Unfortunately, the jewels would be eventually stolen by war and destruction. Of course they would. Just imagine what the old world used to look like in its prime. Man, probably like a dream.
I've discovered something like kind of freaky. So I'm working on this art piece, and the part that was like broke around the edges, you know, like I've just been going like, you know, filling them in, and then I caught like, I can't, I know I won't be able to recreate it, but like, I caught like a glimpse inside of here, and I'm telling you, it's Matrix code. I'm not. I need somebody to. One of my friends to come over here because I'm tripping.
So she said she caught Matrix code in the mirror.
I may not be a smart man, but I know something's fucked up when I see it.
Facts.
You ever hear about the Las Vegas shooting?
Well, yeah, the one at Mandalay Bay.
Yeah, 2017.
Yeah, of course. I had a friend that
if
was.
If your podcast isn't already demonetized and taken off the internet yet, we'll make sure it happens now.
Oh fuck!
You had a friend that was there?
I had a friend that left the concert a few hours before it happened. Yeah, because I lived in Vegas for 5 years.
Yeah, so I was like probably out traveling when it happened or something. I heard about it once or twice, never looked into it. I wasn't paying attention at the time. Yeah. And then I've obviously, now that I do this, I get like recommendations all the time in the comments, and that one comes up a lot. And I knew I would get to it, and eventually I just like watched a little documentary about it on Rumble by a gal named Mindy, who kind of like summarized everything. And it's a good summary of sort of like the base facts and all the problems with the official story. And it just like opened up this whole like, what on earth? And I'll just do it just real quick. Like, what we're told is there's this country music concert in downtown Las Vegas on October 1st, 2017. And then out of nowhere, this dude on the 34th or 32nd floor or whatever of the hotel across the street,
Mandalay Bay,
yeah, like way up there, it's like a couple hundred yards of a shot or something. Yeah. He's got a hotel room that is absolutely like piled to the fucking roof with ammo and guns of every nature, like thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds, and like 40, 50, 60 guns. I forget the exact number, like an insane amount of firepower. Yeah. And he apparently smashes out the window and just starts unloading with ARs that have bump stocks, and just, and they had to, and it's because there's videos of it all over the place, and it's like automatic gunfire rains down on the concert. Like something like 60 people are killed, this massive tragedy. It's this whole crowd of people. And the story is that he shot a whole bunch of AR rounds and some rifle rounds out of that window all on his own. There was no one else in there. He eventually decided that he was done with that and then committed suicide alone in that room about an hour before the cops ever got there, while he still had an entire room full of ammunition and guns chilling. Right? That's literally the official story. And that's already super weird. There's like 20 headshots in the crowd, and we're talking like a multi-100-yard shot with an AR and a bump stock. A lot of the weapons in the room didn't even have sights on them. But beyond that, the videos that everyone's posting, it's very clear that it's like a full-on belt-fed machine gun that's firing. And it's very clear that at times it sounds like there's multiple guns firing at once, multiple automatic guns firing at once. And it's also very clear that those shots are not possible. But then there's like layers and layers that I won't get into. There is clear evidence that there were multiple helicopters that don't exist that were flying around in the sky that night, right over top of the Mandalay Bay. Their transponders turned off, then turned back on, things like that. There is 911 calls all up and down the strip in hotels like 3-4 blocks down the strip of people alleging there are shooters in the lobby, of people saying they hear shots in the hotels, of like 6-7 different hotels on the strip. There are people that see people running around with guns. And remember, just one shooter in just one room. He never left. He committed suicide. And people are seeing people with guns in other places. The 911 calls are coming in from everywhere. The helicopters are going off. There are people injured in weird places that don't make sense.
So what really happened in Vegas?
One time I saw a creator's post that said, when you're lucid dreaming, never ask a character in your dream what the time is or what date it is. And so, of course, I had to do it. But anybody knows the hardest part of lucid dreaming is realizing you're dreaming. So you, quote unquote, wake up in your dream. And so one time I did that. I was lucid dreaming. I was walking on the street, and it was in the 1800s, and people had all the clothing. And I asked one person, and they ignored me. I asked another person, they ignored me. And then I asked the woman, she was middle-aged. She had a child with her, maybe 4 years old. She was holding the child's hands and walking down the street on the sidewalk. And so I asked her, hey, what time is it? And her face turned into like a demon face. She got so mad at me. And she said, you know you're not supposed to ask me that question.
I like to listen to
Well.
this Rabbi Kessin. I like the way he interprets Torah, because it's very like the way I interpret Torah to the way I understand it. But he's saying that he's trying to warn people, and I told him I would help because I believe it too. Try to warn people that a time is coming quickly, quicker than we know or understand or perceive. A time is coming when we will no longer be able to choose right from wrong. We won't be able to do that anymore, because what happens is when Mashiach is made known, when Mashiach makes its presence known, the whole world is going to change. And what's going to happen is none of the old laws are going to apply, and there will be no more free will. So it's wise that you get into repenting and understand what you've done with your free will, and try to correct what you haven't corrected with your free will. Like letting yourself be used. Just going along to get along, not rocking the boat, you know.
This is fucking insane.
Oh, it's not. It's flashing in the
I thought
neighborhood.
this thing was up there to look around and figure out what the winged drones were. This is not a winged drone, by the way. This is a 4-rotor, like Best Buy style drone, especially the way it's moving, you can tell, but I had it zoomed in. It was up there since the daylight, guys. This thing has been up there for 2 battery changes. It went down twice. You watched it on the live the second time. Like what's going on? Look, it's going. What's going on?
That's a crazy light.
Please share this. Please share. I don't know how to share this. I don't know what I'm doing with this. Just please help me get this out there. This is fucking insane. I need somebody to see this for confirmation. We need to figure out, like, are commercial drones able to do this? Because we watched it go down. So if not, then there's like a fucking government or alien base in Great Falls.
Government or alien? Which one?
So let's talk about it. So why would the government need to test the hearing of elementary school students anyway? That's my first question. Were they going to pay for the surgeries to fix hearing if that was possible? No. Were they going to pay for hearing aids for students who needed them? Was the government going to do that? We don't have free health care here. Were they going to pay for American Sign Language to kids who needed it? But they just were interested in your hearing. Hey, I guess so. Maybe in your city, they cared about you. But yeah, I think with 2 seconds of analytical thinking, we know it wasn't hearing tests. But I understand how it could be scary for you because you don't know what to do with this information. When you read the comments and you see with everybody is having the same experiences, the same abilities, they can dream the future, they have deja vu where they've experienced it before, so they've done it before. I know you don't know how to process that. And so it's easier to laugh than it is to comprehend. I always wonder, like the Matrix. The Matrix said the humans were used as batteries, and we would be terrible batteries, but we would be a great neural network, especially people who have special abilities. What if we were to harness our abilities? What could we change? What could we create? The people who do have these abilities. That's what I want to do. I need to think about how I can.
Did she ever talk to you about what made her so angry?
I don't know if y'all believe in this selling your soul, but it almost seemed like that's what happened a long time ago in the industry or something, because it's like demon possession. Oh, I'm just keeping it real. People might take this the wrong way, take it however you please. If you believe in demonic spirits, some people have them, and she does. And so
you're saying, without a doubt, that in your opinion, Kiki is demonic. Allegedly sleeping with your cousin and taking him from his wife.
And starting a church.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Insane.
Yeah.
Okay.
If y'all didn't know, it's illegal for motherfucking people in the United States to communicate with wild dolphins or dolphins without being supervised or some shit like that. But basically, this lady right here, I don't know if that's her Snapchat or not, but I seen this shit. Not Snapchat, but TikTok. I seen this. I think dolphins can talk. So I looked the shit up. Man, they been doing experiments in the 60s, man. They been doing experiments since the 60s, bro.
Yo, this random, but who's like the king of like Bikini Bottom in SpongeBob, right? Like the god in SpongeBob. Isn't it a dolphin?
Motherfucking dolphins over here talking and shit. And ain't no telling what they really... I think, man, what? Dolphins learning how to talk English in 3 months. This shit crazy. Y'all check this video out and let me know what y'all think.
Mama. Yeah. Mama. 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 Yeah. Mama. 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 Yeah. Mama. Mama.
Yo, dolphins can talk. That's crazy.
Even the sheep got to know this shit is not normal.
Right, you gotta know
Come on
that
now,
ain't no normal cloud. Come on, what is this? What is that?
It was
Grids
a
in
nice,
the
beautiful
sky?
day. They harped in this fucking cloud. I seen it coming. I showed you guys. It happened. Now it's going to be shitty the rest of the day. This won't pass over the sun.
Nope.
As you can see, it stopped. This shit took like minutes. Now it's not moving. I'm tired of this shit, man. If you guys couldn't tell. It is what it is, though. I'm going to keep posting because, I don't know, it makes me feel a little better, I guess.
You know, because it ain't too much I can do about it.
Saddest thing happened was that plane that crashed in DC.
Yeah, what's the controversy with it?
Okay. One, it's just weird, right?
Right.
Because we
So-
have a Black Hawk helicopter.
Almost 70 people died.
Apparently at this one conference, they were talking about remote fly Black Hawk helicopters.
I saw that too. They announced that in August of last year. They were excited about it. Like, it was a huge thing. Like, it's completely unmanned, 300 miles away.
And there were pilots on the Black Hawk
Named,
helicopter. It just made me wonder, because you're not really hearing the radio come out.
I mean, you look at the flight path. You literally see the airplane coming down. It's going basically in a straight line. And then the helicopter's coming this way. And it turns.
Yeah.
Directly in front of it.
Yeah.
And so it's like, obviously, there's going to be questions that come along with this. You know the Boston Club, the ice skate? They're part of the Boston Club. And in 1961, a plane that was going to Prague, everyone died, perished. And it was the whole U.S. national team. But this is the only time. This is the only time this has happened to this club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's like, this is terrible. It's absolutely tragic. It's crazy.
It's weird.
I hope y'all know shit is about to get real. So tonight there's gonna be a total eclipse when the moon turns fully red. And they're calling it the blood moon. You don't believe me? Look at this shit. They're saying that when this moon comes, something needs to be released in your life. Something needs to be completely purged out of your life. And a lot of people are saying that this blood moon comes with a bad omen. Now I know that sounds a little out of the ordinary, but if history repeats itself, and we know history repeats itself, then you have to go back and look at everything that happened when we had a blood moon. Look up what happened after the blood moon right before Jesus was born. We won't get into specifics, but if you need to, you can look it up. It shouldn't be hard to find. So this eclipse is gonna last about an hour. If you wanna watch the eclipse, it's gonna start taking effect around 1:09 a.m. and that's Eastern time. So which would mean it's gonna be 10:09 p.m. Pacific time. That's when that shadow should be moving across the moon. But the moon should be totally blood red by 2:26 a.m. Eastern time. Now, there's been a couple of predictions that I won't say, but what I will say, if you do plan on watching it definitely should be a beautiful sight. I've never seen it happen before, and I definitely plan on watching it myself. I might just go live and watch it at that time, so if you up, stay tuned.
I think that you guys don't know what's going on in education right now. That's fine. Like, how could you know unless you were working in it? But I think you need to know. So here's exactly what it's like right now working in public education. First of all, the kids have no ability to be bored whatsoever. They live on their phones and they're just fed a constant stream of dopamine from the minute their eyes wake up in the morning until they go to sleep again. Because they're in a constant state of dopamine withdrawal at school, they behave like addicts. They're super emotional, like the smallest thing sets them off. And when you are standing in front of them trying to teach, they're vacant. They have no ability to tune in if your communication isn't packaged in short little clips or if it doesn't have like bright flashing lights. That's actually the way harder part for me than just the outright behaviors, is just being up at the front, talking to a group of kids who have their eyes open, they're looking at me, but they're not there. They're not there. And they have a level of apathy that I've never seen before in my whole career. Punishments don't work because they don't care about them. They don't care about grades. They don't care about college. It's like you are interacting with them briefly in between hits of the internet, which is their real life. I've seen some TikToks recently where teachers are getting a lot of hate, like for not adapting to the kids or punishing them or whatever. And I just gotta say, like, I can tell you with absolute certainty, it is not the teacher's fault. It might be the parents' fault. It might be our capitalistic society's fault, but it is not the teacher's fault.
Hey, she got a point right there, because these phones nowadays, it's crazy. Like, I consider myself a millennial. Well, I really don't, but my little sister calls me a millennial all the time. So I guess I'm a millennial. So us millennials, right? We didn't have these things back in the day. When we were in high school, we didn't have cell phones, right? I think I got a cell phone in high school. I did have a cell phone, but it was like a flip phone, or we had the chirps, we could walkie-talkie, but there was no, like she said, hits of dopamine. We weren't on the internet. We weren't on social media. We weren't able to interact with people like that. We really just had our phones in our pockets to get somebody's number. It's different nowadays, man. These kids are completely different, right? Their goals, their mindset, everything's different. They don't even think about college or think about a career path or, like she said, grades. They're thinking about social media, what's popular on TikTok. Who's the most popular person on TikTok, and that's who I want to be. So, yeah, I don't falter. I don't think it's 100% the teachers. I think it's a lot to do with everything else. Imagine buying beer, bras, and food while your daughter rots in the woods. Casey Anthony. That's crazy that she's coming back into social media. That is a good thing, because there's probably a bunch of people, younger people who aren't millennials, who think that Casey Anthony's just a regular person. But nah, there's a past history there. Haley Anthony deserved better.
My boy was the spook that sat by the door. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. Kendrick played the spook that sat by the fucking door. And that shit worked to perfection.
Oh, to perfection.
Right there, people, is your proof of God's handiwork, God's creation, not a Big Bang Theory. You go out here 350 years later and still see the exact same thing they were seeing. We are not moving, and there's no such thing as space. And they use that based on the seasons, the moon, and the firmament. Y'all seek God, question everything, while you still have this opportunity.
Big facts, man. Flat, plain.
Bro, whoa, what the f is that, bro? I don't know. Yo, what is that? Whoa. What the f is that, bro? I don't know. Oh, it's gone.
Just like that. Yo, I'm moving. Yo. Man, it's got powers. Levitation powers. Yo, we got powers out here.
Now I'm going to turn it around, and if I carefully line it up, it has to be exactly lined up for it to work.
That's awesome.
Yo.
Isn't that cool? That's so cool.
Is Mario? Man's got a steel fist. Judo chopped the mess out of somebody with that, wouldn't you?
Okay, 6-7 update. I've officially gathered information from our youth, and I'm able to assess the situation on what's going on. They are officially suffering from brain damage.
Gotta
I'm sorry. I listened to the song. They told me to go listen to the song, and it's by Skrilla, and it's called Doot Doot.
What?
I don't know. It may just be me, and I may just be old. Y'all said I was old. It may just be me. But if I see something called Doot 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 Doot, like Shark Doot Doot, like Baby Shark, if I seen that by a grown man, I personally probably wouldn't choose that song. That's just not my preference. You know, it's just maybe just me. But when I listen to it, I need y'all to listen to it because I couldn't go any more past 15 seconds. I couldn't do it. I would rather put up a lawn chair and sit it next to a tornado siren. You know that come on every first Wednesday of the month. I would rather sit there and listen to that for 7 days than listen to 30 seconds of that song. Y'all go listen to that song. That's where all the kids and all the youth got 6-7 from. And the song is absolute dog shit.
That's crazy, yo. These youth are different.
It's fantastic, fantastic. He was a smart guy, you know, Tesla. First the light bulb, and now this. He was like a modern day Isaac Neutron. It's remarkable.
Isaac Neutron. But the crazy thing is, man, ain't neither one of them create no light bulbs or no electricity. Stuff been here forever. You can go back and go look at the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, right? That's supposed to be very old, right? 3,000 years old. Yet they are depicting light bulbs 3,000 years ago. Where was Edison there? Where was Isaac Newton at? You know what I'm saying? There was atmospheric energy a couple hundred years ago. I'm just saying, some of you school people need to stay away from school.
My life changed forever and for the better after meeting him. He actually discovered me for The Color Purple, which was my first film. Yeah. Me too. So tonight, we honor the true American legend whose music and movies continue to inspire us all.
Oh, they be lying to us. Fake sizzle.
You good?
It's artificial sizzle.
What?
It's artificial sizzle. They just put water on the hot pan. It's not the food cooking when it comes to your...
Artificial sizzle. Bogus. Wait. Hold on. I didn't even see what it said. All right. The symbolism in the book Secret Pizza Party, which Jennifer Garner read to children in a classroom, is quite unsettling. So this actress comes to a classroom of little children and reads them a book called The Secret Pizza Party. What's up with that? Phew, we made it. Let's barricade the doors and pop open that pizza box. Regular staircase, tiring. Secret staircase, terrific. Secret staircases? Who you hiding from? Where they trying to tell you to go? So convenient, you could eat it in the bathtub. Look at the floor. Look at the floor, y'all. It's a checkered floor. I know what you're thinking. Why would we keep such a delicious party a secret? Okay, sure. It's so folks don't show up to bonk you with brooms. But that's not the only reason. When you make something secret, you make it special. Regular handshake, boring. Secret handshake, booyah. They trying to teach little kids that secrets are okay. Secret pizza party. Oops, I said that kind of loud. Sorry, pizza smells. Wait. Sorry, pizza smell gives me the happy screams. The happy screams? Ah, pizza, so beautiful. You could hang it up on the wall of a museum. And then you have this pizza party where everyone has on masks. Don't they have parties like this? Little masquerade parties where everyone has to wear a mask, little freak offs. Listen, man, we got to be careful out here. Don't go get that book for your kids. And don't let nobody read that book to your children either. Like, I don't know what they're doing in Hollywood, but it's weird. My son's just watched the new Plankton movie, right? And then my son comes up to me and says, Dad, I want to listen to the new Plankton song. I said, okay, what's the Plankton song called? Yo, when he said this, I was like, he said, Dad, it's called Jerk It Out. I said, what? Jerk It Out? So why do they want my kids to go on to search platforms or YouTube if they have the remote or something or wherever and search Jerk It Out? Imagine what the search results are going to be for that. Why is that even a song for kids? Kids going to school, jerk it out. Hey, bro, jerk it out. Come on, man. Like, it's a weird world we're living in. They're still posting old things to her story. Outfits the same from her live on February 7th.
I drink. I don't smoke, but I drink.
Okay. Amen. We just trying to be the more Jesus.
Yeah. Well, that's fair.
Yeah. Believe in God, right?
I do. Of course I do.
Amen. Yeah, period.
Should I get some food?
Yes, please. What's your name again?
Nico.
Thank you, Nico.
I don't gotta ask you your name. What's your name?
Dolce.
Dolce. Oh my God, is that your real name?
No, but everybody calls me Dolce because I'm
awesome.
sweet.
I love that name.
Thank
We often wonder why there were so many damn chicken places in the black community. Key is they lace the chicken batter with MSG. Now MSG, what, monosodium glutamate, makes you forget history. Remember I said black people got a 3-year attention span. It makes you forget history. It's an hallucinogenic. That means if you can take this particular, if you take accent and put this shit on this plastic, if it was soft enough to chew, this motherfucker tastes good. Cause it makes the brain think that whatever you eat tastes good. But what it does, it forgets memory. Very key that you understand this, because also sodium dehydrates you. And because it dehydrates you, the brain don't get enough water, and they can stop the water flow, not only because the water is the key to unloosening of the melanin, among other things. Lots and lots of water. We'll get back into that particular part to put this on tape. So, and how it's actually done, the water mystery. But they dehydrate the body with the MSG shit. So now they got 30 different damn names for MSG, hybridized yeast and all that kind of stuff. So there's no way that you can get around this shit now. So don't waste your time reading all the labels and all that kind of. You can eat what the hell you want. You just got to drink lots and lots and lots of water. You see, that's the key. 8 glasses of water a day is a minimum. But you got to drink lots and lots and lots of water. That is the key to everything is water. Diet, that's bullshit. Water. Water is the key. Because I don't give a damn what you eat. I don't give a damn if it's grass. It still turns into shit. Water is the key.
How the fuck ain't nobody?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie though. I am a little skeptical about drinking water nowadays because, you know, watching all these videos and stuff, you start to think things, right? You think, oh man, they're poisoning the food and there's all these ingredients and stuff. Like, if they really wanted to get to people, not like we could say, oh, cereal's bad for you. Stay away from the chip aisle. Stay away from these processed foods, right? But it's easy to stay away from them things, right? A person can say, all right, I'm going to not eat those things. But what's one thing that we all are going to go for? That's water, specifically bottled water. If they wanted to mess with us, why don't they just put it in the water? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Talking about this though. Do you remember when the elected FBI chief warned us? Like, this is what he said, so just listen to this shit.
Power grids are like 60, 70 years old.
It's gonna be cool when the lights go out.
Exactly. And people are like, oh, that just happens in that movie Die Hard or something. Like, no, it's not that hard to shut off a power grid through a cyber attack.
How vulnerable is it to outside attacks?
It's big because once they hit it, we can't fix it fast.
The grid goes down, we'll eventually just ourselves out of desperation. There will be no food, there'll be no water, there'll be no medical, there'll be no communication. How likely is that method of attack, do you think?
Something's gonna happen.
We are really bad at listening to warnings about disaster.
That's why everyone in my family has a copy of this book. You'll learn.
Man, look. They want to tell us that the power grids are going to go down and they're so old. They're 60, 70 years old. They're outdated. I think they're just trying to predictively program something into our minds, right? But my phone gets updates all the time. My dang TV is asking to get an update. We can't update power grids that we know are going to fail. Don't that just seem off? We upgrade everything. It's like another scare. It's kind of like the Y2K scare, right? Year 2000, when they said everything's going to crash because we don't have computers that can compute into the year 2000. We haven't set up those dates, so everything's going to crash. But yet, nothing crashed. So, fear-mongering.
That's good, white people. Now, on 3, say really loud. 1, 2, 3.
No way. Yo, that's the times we in? What's this? I found this old newspaper while cleaning up my grandparents' storage. I read that all wrong. Where was this at? Hawaii? They was trying to get King Kamehameha out of there, man. Destroying the whole place. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. We've been having old world disasters, new world disasters, just world disasters all throughout history, right? And what's the reason? What's the cause? I'm not sure. Is it always being controlled? Is it land grabs? Is it trying to erase the old world? I'm not sure what the actual reason is, but they do happen. Yeah, these are some of the most strange and creepy TikToks that are out there. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bells on. And until next time, YouTube, peace.